Save that bit though. You can tack it onto something else.
You're good.
All right, guys. Welcome to Friday Feeling on a Monday, even though it's a Wednesday. Season 2, Episode 1. We're here as our true, authentic selves. I didn't realize we were going to also have the video, which is great. But
Love the video.
my brother is off camera. Connaughton, are you going to be on camera?
No, thanks.
Okay, so
There we go.
two.
See, we're balanced.
Yeah, we are.
This
We
is
are.
balanced.
Two out of 4 of us are on. All right, what are we going to talk about?
Well, how about? I mean, I'm ready for. I never thought I would say this, but I'm ready for this for the start of school.
Oh God, please make summer end.
really
I am
am.
too.
It's interesting walking into the room and it's so empty and quiet and really cold too. The air conditioning is. I never knew that
It's
went
pumping
to the
in
level
here right
that
now.
yeah.
It is pumping
It
in
was
this
never
building
like this
right
on
now.
those scorching days during the school year.
No.
Maybe it's all the people.
It's all the people, yeah.
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
But there was a peacefulness to it, but then also like a wow, I can't wait for it to get started again. And
Well, it's
you know,
just like a routine. Like you're used to it for 9 months, and then it's just
Yeah.
totally taken from you one day.
yeah, and maybe people don't. We like to think of the summer as such a happy time, and maybe there's this. For me, there's always been this shadow side to the summer where it's kind of. I'm more of a cold weather person to begin with, so maybe that's part of it. But the summer can be hard on the psyche in a lot of ways. I do need to give a shout out though. It was just a week ago that we had a small hacky sack circle here, and it was from some students who had graduated in 21, and we walked in and it was like we had never left, and everybody made that comment. We started and it was like this, we had just picked up right where we left off, and I think that's where I just want to have as many moments of my life as possible. I always bring it back to the sack circle, but if all moments could feel like that, everything would work out great. And then the randomness of this place, because we were looking, they have
Right
all
before you
classrooms
guys
are all,
showed up.
the classrooms are all torn apart, but here's this book. I see it, but I saw the spine. I thought, oh, I'll look. And this was from Mr. Minery's bookshelf that has all kinds of interesting titles. But, I opened up to a random page, which happened to be page 218, and that adds up to 11, which is a great number. But,
Shout out to numerology.
yes, where is this? Oh, right. Okay, so I don't know who is saying this, but it says, and he writes elsewhere, since I knew love, I have been taught he can perform most wondrous labors. Though good and bad in me are neighbors, he turns their difference to naught, then both into himself. And, to me, what's special about this place is the randomness of what you will find, that you just never know. Whatever you need here just seems to magically appear. Like I had to stop for a moment and pause outside my spot that I always am at in between classes and just stand there for a minute, because all of those people, that you see and you say hi to, all the random little moments, they last for but an instant, but at the end of the day, that's what really makes you happy. I mean, I realize that. Like my sister has said for years now that the worst day of the year is the last day of school, and I always kind of chuckled at her like she was nuts, and it hit me this year that she's right, and that's just an interesting feeling to have. So I'm excited, the start of another season of this, and it's going to be magical. It was magical last year. Each year you wonder, how can it get better? And it does.
It does. Every year
gets better, but it doesn't
better.
take anything away from the years that went before, because like that group I had from 2 years ago, when we were in our little group hitting the little stupid beanbag around, it was the exact same jokes, the exact same, all of the roles. It was like everybody stepped right into them, and you can't replace any of it. Like it's all perfect in its own way. And I love that. I love that to it. So that's just my...
The time you really take to appreciate these things is when you don't have it.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you'll get back into that routine, the chances are you'll probably just feel like you're in it and not even appreciate it.
Yeah, that's
Well,
So like
it's-
as
it's
soon
hard.
as soon
It's-
as you have something brought back, you don't even appreciate it anymore.
Yeah.
But once it's gone, is when you appreciate it the most.
Yeah, it's like you don't realize what you have until you don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think that, and both have to be there. Both have to exist in order for you to appreciate
Yeah.
it. Like that quote my brother
Yeah,
was
the-
reading from the book, and this is something we talk about with Jack, that good and bad, and I love that it said that in there because it reminded me of so many conversations we've had with Jack. Good and bad both exist in me.
Mm-hmm.
You know you have to have both in order to know
What's good?
right
and
what is right
bad.
what is good,
Yeah.
what is bad,
And then there's something even beyond those two that is like this other thing that enfolds it all, that then maybe that's what grace is. You know, that's what I mean, because again, that's
like
that's
that.
where I realize that. Like sometimes the moments that truly matter to you the most are these fleeting little things that happen and they're gone. They last like a second or two. You know, just saying hi to someone can be that moment. But if you can pour yourself into that moment, like your time starts to stretch out, you get depth, you know, a different layer to things. And it was wild though, because I hadn't thought about this place this summer until I stepped back into it, and then it all just flooded right back. But then it just made me think, wow, and now I see why my sister finds a way to some excuse to make it over here just about every day during the summer.
I do.
I realize it now.
I
That's the way-
I have to come in
Yeah.
every day, and there's something about, well, and I've said this in class and I've said this on other episodes, I'm very routine, I'm very regimented, I thrive on that, and I truly feel lost without you guys. I feel lost without this space, and I spend a lot of summer trying not to feel heartbroken. It might sound dramatic,
No,
but
yeah.
that's how I feel, and I find myself it's harder for me to be in that positive space too. But when I come in here, because we got here at about 1:45, and we were just walking the gym, and we were seeing how much better we already feel.
Yeah.
I can really relate to how you feel because like Flubs is like the place where I am all summer, and then as soon as it closes, I'm without all these people that I spend all summer with.
Yes.
And so I just like
yes.
totally feel like, whoa, like
Yeah.
you're just stopped out of it.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, it's here one day, and then the next you wake up and it's like,
And
It's
you
gone.
had all of those
And
moments.
you can get stressed out or like when you're in that moment, but like you're so grateful when you don't have it anymore, like even for those stressful moments, because at least you had something.
Yes.
right, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh, I love that.
Yeah, I saw a quote, I think, on social media, and it was this girl, and she was like, life doesn't have to be, like, big and perfect to be, like, enjoyable and fun. Like, you can find joy in, like, the little things.
The little things matter the
Yeah.
most.
Yeah.
Nothing matters more than the little things
Yeah.
because like the little things add up to have the biggest impact.
They do. And you know what, guys? I think that is the perfect thing to end with and the perfect place to stop. It's all about those little things, those little moments, which goes back to what you were saying, Mr. Cole, those
Yeah.
little, just checking in with somebody. Hey, how are you doing? And then not having it to appreciate it.
Yeah.
Enjoy the little moments.
So it's great, here we're starting another year of small moments.
I
It's great.
can't wait.
Love
I
it.
am
Love it.
so lit up and excited.
Love it.
And I'm excited, you guys, whoever you are out there, I already feel like you're our people, and you'll be with us on this journey.